Hey gamers, it's grindthisgame here, back with a little bit of Rust. And I finally got the blueprint for the AK out of an airdrop. So I learned the blueprint, and I also had the blueprint for the explosive ammo. So it gives me a way to raid. I still don't have satchel charges or C4 or anything like that. So I already blew the front door off this base using explosive ammo, and I just it's a pretty big base and it seems pretty fortified but a little bit empty. So I go in here and I shoot a few more doors off, trying to find the loot, trying to find the cabinet. So I'm just going to knock this last door off here. And I've kind of reduced the volume of it when I shoot outdoors because it's super loud. So as I got deeper into this base, it got weirder and weirder, just in terms of the layout and like, just very weird. I think it's kind of a bunker-based design where you use a half wall, and right behind me is like super fortified area. So I thought the loot would probably be in that area. So I thought that might, there's two kind of ways in here, so I take this door off here. But there's also the door to the right, which I end up taking off later, I think. Now the explosive ammo, it really destroys your AK as you're shooting it. So as you can see, it's already at half kind of strength of the green line on the AK. And now I do find some loot boxes here, but the loot in here is just absolutely terrible for a 3x server. And that soft wall behind the boxes is the edge of the base, so something's got to be in this bunker area. So I end up taking out that door. I skipped, I edited out a lot of stuff here, just me shooting at doors over and over, so kind of boring. The last few shots there. And there's another door behind it, so take that one out. And we'll finally find out what's in there. But my AK broke. So I gotta go back to base and repair it. Which is not too far away. And I have teleport as well, so. My underground cave base is pretty close to this. But as I'm kind of running back to base here, I noticed another tiny, small starter base on the coast. So I'll end up hitting that one a little bit later. But gotta finish with this big one first. So here I am back at base, which is heavily fortified. And I think I grab a second AK. I grab a drill to see if I can get through some of the walls as well, but that was more of an experiment. So I make some ammo, make some gunpowder, repair my AK. So I can get back at that base before someone else hits it. But yeah, using the explosive ammo, it's cool, but it also just destroys your weapons. So not the most effective way. Oh yeah, so I'm back at the base I was raiding here, and I brought this grenade launcher I found, which I've never really used before. And I thought I had a high explosive ammo loaded, but I had a smoke grenade loaded, so I smoked myself out of this base here. Which I had hoped I would use this in a combat situation later on, but I ended up not using it. At the very end of the video, there's a counter raid. I wouldn't call it a counter raid, but I hear a raid going on, so I sneak up on it and try to foil their plans, but you'll have to wait and see how that turns out. So here we go, shooting under the door. Exciting stuff. Gotta find out what's in that armored bunker. Okay, one shot off. Here we go. What do we have? Another door! So this seems to be the only way into that area. So we'll just take out this last door. burning up my explosive ammo. Oh yeah, I tried that. I tried the grenade launcher. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got the cabinet. Okay. But the bunker... Now the cabinet has a decent amount of stuff in it. 42,000 metal frags. A lot of high quality metal, which is really useful for making AKs and stuff. And upkeep on armored walls. But there's nothing in the actual bunker. I would have guessed that's where they kept all the loot, but... I think this used to be a bunker, and then people moved the stuff out. So I put my own door on there, just to, in case someone hears me trying to raid this thing. That'll prevent them from getting in. So I just keep taking out doors here, trying to find any other loot, but turns out there wasn't a whole lot of anything in this base. Now you can build stairs, I learned, and triangle foundations in a base that's even before you have the cabinet. Actually, you can't build stairs, but you can build the triangle foundation. So I get in a little bit deeper here. There's just absolutely nothing here. So back at base, making some more explosive ammo so I can hit the hit that little bunker base, or not bunker base, that little starter base that was beside this big base. But I go back to that big base a few more times just to try to see if I can find anything. Doing a bit of organization here. Grabbing some supplies, make some more gunpowder. Okay, here we are, back at this big base. And now there's a cooldown after you've shot doors with explosive ammo where you can't remove building parts and stuff, which is only on modded servers. There's a /remove command. So I try to probe the walls here. Now if the walls are close to a locked door that the person of the building built, you can't, as you can see here, you get this message, you can't destroy them. But if you're far away enough from their doors, as I creep out here to the back of the base, you can see I can start to remove walls. Now when I take out the ceiling, I think I might have opened up a chest or something, but I should have jumped in the water and checked because I heard wood break, but I didn't actually do anything about it. And I take out a few more doors and I find some more empty rooms in here. Not very exciting. Yeah, so I end up taking out a lot of walls and finding that there's absolutely nothing in here. And then I move on. Move on to the little tiny starter base right beside this one. Yeah, I gave up on this one. Couldn't find anything. Even in the bunker section. So I suspect that they just left it. I don't know why they left the stuff in the cabinet, but maybe they're going to move back in. I don't know. Maybe they just stopped playing. So here we go. I'm going to go into this little tiny starter base here. Not very expensive. I think it's 63 shots of explosive ammo to get through these sheet metal doors. And this looks promising, so there's a lot of chests in here, but as I start to open them up, kind of empty-ish garbage. But I had a whole bunch of gunpowder, and I figured I'd use it because just to get a little bit of rating on camera and see if I could find anything. Sometimes you totally luck out. Sometimes I've hit little tiny things like this, and I found like, you know, a whole box of not gunpowder, but sulfur, which you can use for gunpowder. Or like really good weapons, but this one was kind of a dud. Not super expensive to raid, but... So I kind of grabbed some stuff here. But like I said, there wasn't much. It wasn't worth the expensive. Blowing up the doors. And that's not an airdrop drop in the background. That is a real plane flying by. So that was a dud, pretty much. Oh, and I find this guy outside sleeping with some stuff on him. Yeah, jackhammer his head there. A little bit graphic. Such as rust. Get some ore on the way back home. And I think I find yet another shack along the coast. Every time I run along the coast, I find another one of these starter shacks. Let's just see here. Yeah, this one right here. I already blew off the first door. Here goes the second door. Not much in here. A little bit of crap. Yeah. This was someone's starter base. But we gotta go for the cabinet. See if there's anything in there. Now you can place a code lock on your boxes and your cabinet, which kind of prevents people from just quickly getting in. Complete garbage in here. We had some of those really crappy pistols saved up. So we blow up the cabinet, see what we got. Kind of crappy. Kind of crappy. That's like 1 minute's worth of gathering with a chainsaw and a mining drill. Maybe 2 minutes. So here we are. Shortly after this, an airdrop occurs over top of me. So I run for it. I didn't hear anyone around me. I hit a trap here as I'm running towards it. But I just keep running, heal myself, because I don't want to lose track of it. Because sometimes they fall in like bushes and stuff, and they're really hard to find. So here we are on the top of a mountain, really close to it, and I can't find the damn thing. I look around. I knew it landed around here somewhere. I figured maybe someone got it, but I keep looking. Keep looking. So I figure it might be behind this base. But yeah, the brush can get pretty thick here. I thought it might be on top of that base, but there it is. It toppled over, so it's not as easy to see. And the first item in that list is actually satchel charge, which is one of the items I was looking for. So I run back to base. I also got a red key card, which is used for some of the puzzles. There's green, the low level ones, then blue or medium, and then the red ones. I've never actually used them. They unlock some really high level loot. But the satchel charge will make it much easier to raid in the future. So I gotta secure this cargo, get it back to base, and research it. Now, I've jumped ahead here. I'm at a little tiny base I made right by the sewer branch, because I've been farming it. So I was gonna make a guide out of this video, but it's like only like 4 or 5 minutes worth of content, and I might still make a guide out of it, but you need a fuse, you need a green key card, and you probably want to bring a light as well so you can see around. So I put this little tiny base just behind the sewer branch so I could easily teleport to it, which you can't do in Vanilla Rust, but since we're on a modded server, take advantage of that. And in this little red building here, there's a recycler behind here, which is kind of useful. But inside this red building is where you use your fuse, and I'll show you how here. So you open this up, stick your fuse in there, and then right around the corner is a little on switch. And then just outside this red building is a little hole you can crawl down. This is where you want to go. Take your light out because it's dark. Nice poop-filled looking tube here. So you take out your green card, you left click, and you'll get in here. And there's some pretty decent loot in here. This is probably like, like I said, there's 3 levels: green, blue, and red. I've only seen green ones so far. And I think I count like 7 or 8 boxes in here. I've probably done this about 5 or 6 times now, so I kind of getting used to where everything is. I did encounter a person down here once, but I managed to get rid of them. I seem to encounter people when I'm not recording, and then when I record, it's very, very quiet. But I end up encountering people on purpose near the end of this video during a raid. During their raid. So sometimes you get these regular boxes, and look at this, I got a bolt action rifle blueprint, but I already had that one, so it was like a complete waste. I guess I could set up a little store and sell it to a player if they wanted it, but now there's an oil refinery in here, which can be useful if you don't have one. I have to use the green card to get in, though. The door stays open, so other players could potentially come in here. Now there's only 2 main rooms. Even though there's branching tunnels that connect these 2 rooms, it seems like there's more in here, but there's just the 2 rooms. And on this desk here is a blue key card, which will get you into a kind of a... Ooh, this is a really nice box. We got 16 explosives, lots of scrap. This was the best run I ever had going through here. Find some really good stuff. And those bean can grenades, I just realized now, I should have probably kept those. I think I ended up recycling them, because I need them for the satchel charges. There's a military box over there. The green ones are better. They have better loot in them than just the regular square boxes. We got some rifle bodies, sulfur, some pretty good stuff in here. I end up recycling, I think, a little bit of this stuff. More sulfur, lots of scrap. Now, like I said, it's a modded 5x or 3x server, so the loot is a lot better. But that's pretty much, I just wanted to show you the sewer branch. I'm going to be exploring all the different monuments and probably do videos about them. Because I want to figure them all out, because they're all new to me. But here we go. We're on my way back to the base. I heard a raid going on. And I had lots of extra gear, so I figured, hey, I'll go check it out, see what's going on. Now, what I should have done the first time through is put down a teleport spot and a bag. But I was not so smart. So, I swam across the water here. It's a little bit of a trek from my base, but probably about a 2 or 3 minute run. So I skip ahead here. I try to sneak up on this raid. There's probably at least 3 people in there. Turns out there was probably 4, based on who killed me and when. It was a clan raiding this big giant base here. But I figured I'd push my luck. Like I said, I got extra gear. I put the zoom on my AK here just to see if I could see what's going on. And I spot a guy there running into the base to the left. Not that one, but this big one with mega walls around it. So I kind of come around the left and just sneak my way up there. I should have also brought an auto turret and set up an auto turret right out front. That way they would have been killed every time they left that base, but I didn't really think about it, I just kind of ran in. And as you can hear, there's a lot of people shooting a lot of, I think, explosive ammo to get through doors and stuff. Here's the base they're raiding. It's pretty big. Lots of walls. Now each one of those walls I think takes 2 C4. So I'm all sneaky here, creeping up on them. Did not want to get seen or heard. I think other people had tried to counter raid them as well because there was a big stack of bodies in the front door. Here we go, all sneaky. Yeah, and occasionally I can hear them moving around in there. As it turns out, there was 4 of them in there. Let's just see what they do here. Yeah, here's that stack of bodies.
Yeah, dude, I don't think they found it yet. It's okay. They're not gonna find it.
What's D for B stand for? Dicks for boy?
Oh, I hear some guy creeping along. I managed to take him out. He does get a few shots off. And I madly jump in a bush and start healing myself.
I have flame stick. I have flame stick. Take a look at flame stick.
Just trying to hide. Trying to survive. But I can hear them running after me, trying to get me. And some guy gets me with a shotgun. There's also a naked running around here. This guy with a torch. I shouldn't have killed him. I should have focused on the other guys, but... Right here. I managed to get, take that guy out, but there was a second guy there. And he got me. But just because I was bored, I got a bed, and I set up a teleport spot, and I went back in. Grabbed some more ammo, put some more gear on. I think I had 5 gear sets sitting in a box, so... Or close to. 3 left. Grab some meds. And I set the teleport spot up off camera. And then I go back and see if I can... Because they're still... They're you can hear from my base that they're still raiding it. Explosion in the distance. Like I said, I should have made an auto turret and brought it with me, but... Gotta heal up before I go back. Now I was gonna bring a pump shotgun for like close quarter combat, but I gave up on it. I don't think I had any ammo ready, and the AK's better anyway. My base has a ton of turrets in it. I think it has 3 flame turrets and 2 auto turrets. Plus the outer walls are bunker doors. Or not bunker doors, but armored doors. Armored walls, armored doors. And there's a few false loot rooms that kind of just attract them to raid there and not where my real loot is, which is kind of hidden in a corner behind a wall. So they'd have to blow up the entire base to find my loot, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Here we go. We're going to teleport over. Place a bed down. Now I think beds can only be placed on foundations, since I can only do it on that little piece of twig there. And the bed has a way faster cooldown time than the sleeping bag, so you can get back to the action faster. I creep back the same way, around the same wall. Here I am right at the front door again. One of those bodies is mine from before, and I managed to get this guy, and he has a nice LR rifle on him, which I get. But they know I'm here now, so I kind of hide in a corner. They didn't seem very good, because I managed to take out 2 of them here, I think, without really getting hurt. Get some shots on them. But that's 2 of them down, and the 3rd guy peeked there, and I think he saw me. because he comes back. He can probably hear me healing. Oh, there he is. He just peeked through. Probably should have healed after and tried to just take him out, but like I said, there was 4 of them in there, so that wasn't really gonna ever work out, I don't think. But it was fun. Now I head back again here, and now because I'm on a modded server, they have this thing for people who pay for VIP, which I don't do, but and the guy calls an airstrike on me, which ends up doing nothing because I was running away from it, but they were all kind of set up there ready to kill me. But anyway, that was a fun little counter raid. Sometimes those go really well and you can just get massive loot, but that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, as always. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.